Kryptonians? Welcome back to another review slash recap of yet another episode of Titans. Episode 2 just aired on Friday, and I'm ready to talk about that shit. That, once again, is another spoiler warning to anybody out there who has not yet seen either the premiere of Titans or the second episode of Titans, which, again, aired on Friday, because I'm going to be spoiling the shit out of this episode. If you haven't seen it, you might want to click away from this video, because I hold nothing back and I give no fucks. Give no fucks in the context of spoilers that you may or may not be interested in, depending on if you watch the show. I'm actually more excited to talk about this episode of Titans compared to the premiere, because if you saw my video for the premiere, I liked that episode, but I didn't love it because it felt kind of like a mishmash of different tones and different directions. Like half of that episode felt like a finale to season 1, and then the other part of the episode felt like an introduction to season 2. Second episode, it actually feels like a full-on version of the vision for season 2. We get full-on season 2 goodness, and oh my god, there is so much good shit in this episode to talk about. I love the way all the different subplots and the regular plots and storylines and characters kind of intersected and crossed paths at different points in this episode for different reasons. Main thread connecting everybody in this episode is Dr. Light. If you don't know who Dr. Light is, he is a supervillain from the comics. Very bright guy, very smart. He also uses light-based power. Okay, that was shameless and corny. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I tried to slip it in there, hoped nobody would notice, but sorry. Either way, like I said, Dr. Light is the thread that connects all the characters in this story, in this episode together. See a scene in the beginning part of the episode where Deathstroke breaks him out of prison. What's interesting is the fact that Deathstroke, you haven't physically seen him yet, like in full costume doing shit or whatever, but just know that this guy has a massive presence. Like, this guy's presence is going to loom large over every episode this season. I love that. That's how you build up the menace and the intimidation factor of a great villain like the Terminator. You don't actually see Deathstroke break Dr. Light out of prison, but you hear it, and it sounds agonizing. It sounds painful. I feel really bad for those poor, unfortunate souls that lost their lives to Deathstroke in that prison hallway. Imagine if we had like a hallway scene, kind of like how the Marvel Netflix shows became famous for hallway scenes, like Deathstroke in a hallway scene. Can you imagine? Holy shit. You thought the Punisher scene from Daredevil season 2 was gory and awesome when he's like in the prison hallway taking out all those? You haven't seen shit. You have not seen shit, especially when it comes to Deathstroke. You see Dr. Light escaping from his cell. You see he uses his powers. He takes some light from the light fixture and then he puts it inside this one guard that's still alive. Honestly, I would have just played dead. Then we go to 3 months later. We start off with the Titans in the new Titans Tower. Dick training guards, training all the rest of the Titans, teaching them how to hone their senses, hone their skills. It's really awesome seeing Dick in a mentor role like this. There are great character interactions that he has with the Titans in this episode, and honestly, that's the thing that I wanted more of in season 1. I wanted more of the Titans actually being a family, like actually being a unit, actually being together. Tell that a big theme for this season is going to be the idea of family, the idea of people that need a family but don't know that they need a family. People that want a family but are afraid of having a family, the idea of holding a family together, and like all of that, everything that that entails, everything that that encompasses, I feel like that is going to be the main thread of the season. The awesome big bro moment that he has with Jason at the end of his sparring session with Gar, where he's like, look, I need you to be more of a leader to them because you have more experience than Gar and Raven did. If you go left, everybody else is going to start to go left, so I need you to go right because more often than not, that means they're going to be on the right path. I need them to follow you so that you can follow me. So once again, ends with an awesome tease for Nightwing. Jason's like, well, look, if I'm the new Robin, what does that make you? And Dick just kind of looks at him and smiles and goes, I don't know. That's an interesting question.
Excellent showrunners. I want Nightwing. Give me my goddamn Nightwing. We want Blue Dick.
I know. I shouldn't be this upset. I shouldn't be bitching like this, but oh my god, I just cannot wait to see him in that Nightwing outfit, bro. I've been ready for it. I've been waiting for it. I need this to happen. A lot of the story with the Titans in this episode revolves around Rose Wilson. Rose Wilson pops up in San Francisco. It's unclear who she's running from, but clearly she's running from somebody. You wonder if actually Deathstroke's people are after her in some way, shape, or form. I mean, you would assume so because at the end of the episode, after she's talking to Dick in the car and she's trying to figure out if she wants to stay, and then she decides, no, I'm gonna go, but I'll take the phone because you know I'm gonna be back later. They both get attacked by Dr. Light. He blows up the car, and it's just kind of, okay, so I figured Dr. Light is after them because Deathstroke has sent Dr. Light after all of the Titans. Another interesting storyline to follow in this episode was you get to follow up on Donna and Star. They're in Chicago, I guess, hunting down metahumans. What the hell ever happened to Donna and her day job? You guys remember that shit? Season 1? Like, what was her job? Was she like an antiques dealer or something? She was into art? I'm not entirely sure. Actually, I can't remember off the top of my head what her job was, but she had a regular ass day job. And now you transition to 3 months after they took down Trigon, and she and Star are in Chicago hunting down metahumans. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's a weird transition, but I guess it works. Interesting to see how far Donna and Star's relationship has come in the short time. Like, remember, they started off kind of contentious and at each other's throats, and now they seem like they could be sisters. There's a lot of great mutual respect for them. They're both really powerful. They're both really hot. Yes, I do want them to fight again. Selfish thing. I want another one-on-one fight. That's just me, okay? Do I also want them to have sex at some point this season? I mean, I wouldn't be against it. The whole purpose of this arc, though, was to have, like, Star, one of her people, comes up to her at the end of the episode after they take down Shimmer, which is actually a cool little scene. He shows up, his eyes glow green, he's like, yeah, you're coming with me, blah, 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 and then he shoots her with something, and then he's like, sorry, your highness, and then he takes her away. Now Donna has to deal with the fact that Star has, like, disappeared in the middle of Chicago, and nobody knows where she is, but while she's dealing with that, she also gets a call from Hank and Dawn because they're dealing with their own problems. Like I said, Dr. Light is the thing. He's the catalyst that pushes the plot of this entire episode, because Hank and Dawn's problems have to do with Dr. Light, as well as some other things that they're working out with in their relationship. Turns out these guys actually did go into retirement. They went to Wyoming. They set up a nice little cabin. Find out that Hank is sober now. He doesn't take the drugs. He doesn't take the pills. He's clean. He's trying to help other kids, like this kid. He's trying to help him get clean. And you find out that there are some people who deal in meth who are trying to recruit this kid and get him to go back to them. And so Dawn puts on the outfit. She goes to their place. She kicks their ass, and it's glorious. One of the things I'll always respect about Titans is the attention that they pay to the shots and the framing of their choreography in the fight scenes. Like, all of their fight scenes, there's something so badass about all of them, the way that it's shot. She kicks their asses and she forces them to turn themselves in, but then she gets into an argument with Hank, because Hank's like, look, we gave this shit up for a reason. Like, we were too close to the edge in that life, and we have a new life here. Why can't we focus on this? Why are you trying to go behind my back to do the superhero shit? And this is where the wedge starts to get driven in, because Dawn is basically like, look, I can't give up the superhero shit. I think you needed to, because the superhero shit isn't enough for you, because you needed the drugs and stuff like that. He correctly reminded her, like, look, bitch, you were unconscious. You were in a coma for a month, okay? I sat by your bed waiting for you to wake up, not knowing if you were going to wake up. Don't you lecture me about me needing this superhero shit and the cost that it's gonna do to me and the cost that it could do. No. We ain't gonna play that game. The kid that they were trying to help shows up, and he's apparently Dr. Light got to him, and then they blow up their entire cabin. Hank and Dawn are on the run. Maybe they're headed towards Titan's Tower, but they also hit up Donna, so we'll see where that goes. Kind of interested to see where Corey is going, and if this means we're going to be seeing Blackfire sometime soon, because really, realistically, that's why she would be getting kidnapped, right? Is because Blackfire is just looking for her or something like that, or her people need her for something. We get a couple of interesting hints at Roy Harper in this episode. Like, apparently the information that Donna and Corey got to track down Shimmer in Chicago came from Roy Harper. And then you see that Donna actually, she calls up Roy Harper, like on the caller ID on her phone at the end of the episode. Now we know that most of the original members of the Titans exist, and they're referenced, and we know them. And I need somebody to reference Wally. I need somebody to bring up Wally. We're in for a bunch of awesome shit this season. I can't wait. Those are my general thoughts slash recap slash review of the second episode of Titans Season 2. What did you like about this episode? What are you looking forward to in episode 3? What kind of theories do you have going forward with some of these characters? Let me know in the comment section below. Like and subscribe to the Superfan Show, and as always, if you like what you see, tell me how you feel, and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.